Today, 9th August, Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. You are going to hear some good news is coming. All because of your last open immediately. Archangel Michael says, do not delay reading this message. On this sacred day, 9th August, the heavens are aligned in such a way that something you've been waiting on for too long is about to knock on your door. A divine shift is already in motion, and whether you see it or not, your destiny is adjusting course to bring you what was once withheld. You made a bold move recently. You said something, acted on something, gave up something, or maybe stood firm on something you believed in, and because of that one act, the heavens took notice. This is the result of your last decision, the final act you performed that changed everything without you realizing how powerful it really was. Today, something is circling your energy that feels like fate. A breakthrough that had been kept in reserve is being unlocked. This is not a coincidence. This is the exact moment where your sacrifice meets its reward, and your pain bows before your persistence. People around you are not going to believe how suddenly things turn in your favor. But let them watch, for they were never meant to understand your journey. What's coming isn't for them, it's for you, and it's long overdue. You may feel a strange vibration in your soul today. A quick flutter in the chest, a whisper in your thoughts, a name echoing back in memory. These are all signs of spiritual messages arriving in subtle waves. These are confirmations that you are on the radar of divine timing. You didn't come across this message randomly. You were pulled here because your spirit has waited long enough in silence. Archangel Michael has cut through distractions to bring this one truth to you. Good news is coming, and it's tied directly to your last brave decision. Even if the path lately has seemed foggy or unfair, even if you questioned whether you're even going in the right direction, you must know this today. The silence wasn't denial. It was preparation. A major gift is being released. You may not recognize the start of the miracle, because it won't wear flashing lights or grand announcements. But you'll feel it. You'll sense that something is shifting. Your name is being mentioned in rooms that you didn't even know existed. Someone who once underestimated your worth is now realizing how irreplaceable you are. It's shaking them. They thought they could move on, ignore what you bring, or duplicate your energy elsewhere. But the spiritual world has intervened. Because of your last act, the one where you finally detached, walked away, forgave, confessed, or simply spoke your truth, you broke a karmic loop that had you bound. You untied yourself without even knowing you had the key in your hands. Today, on 9th August, this energy is circling back. A message, a call, a paper, an encounter, or a financial release is about to take form, and it will all begin because you chose truth over comfort. That was all the universe needed to move on your behalf. There's someone who's been observing you in silence. Not in envy, not in judgment, but in aberration and guilt. This person once had the chance to bless you but didn't. And now they want to make it right. Don't be surprised if people from your past start reaching out. Don't be shocked when an opportunity you thought was gone forever suddenly revives itself. These are the aftershocks of the good news on the way. This energy isn't just spiritual, it's practical. We're talking real results. Money, verity, recognition, a way out, a way forward, a yes after so many no's. This moment was hidden, saved, and protected, and it's about to be placed directly into your path. And it all connects to what you just did last. Maybe you walked away from a toxic person. Maybe you applied for something you didn't feel ready for. Maybe you opened up in a way you've never done before. That final act with the unlock. You may have no idea how close you are to the reward that will shake everything. But Michael sees it clearly. The delay is over. The decision has been made in the spiritual realm. Your name is now on the release list. Something you've forgotten about is about to return to you in a surprising form. But it won't look the same. It will be upgraded, purified, and aligned. This is not the recycled past. This is the rebirth of something sacred. There are certain people who once walked away from you, thinking they were above what you offered. Now they see. They feel the void of your absence. And the universe is not letting them rest until they acknowledge the loss and take steps toward healing. This good news will arrive in the form you've longed for. For some, it will be a letter. For others, a phone call. For some, an unexpected bank notification or contract. For others still, it will be a face. Someone coming back into your life with a revelation that changes your understanding of everything. You have paid a high price for the peace you have today, and the heavens are not ignoring it. The compensation is not just emotional. It is physical, tangible, and direct. Even your enemies are going to hear of your victory. Even the ones who tried to damage your name will hear it praised. Even those who tried to block your shine will need to wear sunglasses when your light fully arrives. And you won't even need to boast. Your results will speak. Your glow will announce it. And the blessings will speak volumes about who was chosen, because you are the chosen one. You've been tested in silence, betrayed in private, and broken in places no one could see. But Archangel Michael says, this pain was not the end. It was the push. The very weight that tried to break you became the proof that you cannot be destroyed. Don't stop now. Don't pull back. Don't self-sabotage when the door begins to open. Walk boldly into it, because what's coming isn't a test. It's the prize. There are people who once laughed at your dreams. Today, they feel nervous about how close you are to making them a reality. They thought you'd stay in that season of loss forever, but you were secretly being trained in fire. That pain sharpened you. The rejection aligned you. And now, nothing can stop the arrival of what has already been sent out with your name on it. The tracking number is divine. It's moving faster than you think. This good news is the proof that your late nights meant something. It's the reward for staying silent when you could have exposed everyone. It's the return on the decision to choose healing over revenge. And now, every tear, every no, every shut door, every sacrifice is being repaid with interest. The timeline is catching up, and your season is shifting so fast. The ones who doubted you won't even have time to blink. This is not a message to scare you. This is a message to prepare you. Because when good news shows up, you must be ready to receive, manage, and grow with it. Archangel Michael says, do not downplay your wins anymore. The time for hiding is over. The light has found you, and it demands to be seen. The moment you've prayed for is here. And when it comes, you'll realize why all the waiting was necessary. You'll realize why others had to be removed. Why the door had to close. Why they had to betray you. Because this gift, it's too holy to be placed in unclean hands. There's a vibration in the spiritual realm right now where your name is glowing. Your forces arranging themselves to either assist you or remove themselves from your path, depending on their intent. Be ready. Not just physically, but emotionally. You are not the same person you were when the delay started. You are wiser, stronger, and more aligned. The timing is not random. The news is not small. And the shift that's happening will ripple into multiple areas of your life. So breathe. Hold steady. And listen carefully to everything that unfolds in the next 72 hours. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says you didn't just survive the storm, you became the storm's reason for retreat. What once terrified you now trembles at your resilience. The same forces that tried to silence you are now being silenced themselves. There was a time when you begged for clarity. You begged for peace. You begged for someone to just see you. And now, you're about to enter a time where people won't just see you. They'll remember you, honor you, and even regret underestimating you. Every room you step into now will feel different. It will feel as if the air changes. People will sense it. Because something in you shifted recently. That final action, that last courageous decision, it activated a chain of miracles. Someone tried to delay what was meant for you. They thought they were in control of the gate. But they forgot who you walk with. They didn't realize that divine timing cannot be stolen, only delayed, and only for a purpose. They can't block what's already written. They can't erase what has your spiritual signature stamped on it. Archangel Michael says, the hands that tried to hide your blessing are now being forced to hand it over. You're going to notice the signs. A sudden opportunity that feels tailor-made. A conversation that unlocks your next chapter. A message, a DM, an email, a strange coincidence. All of these are clues to what is unfolding. Someone's been secretly watching your journey, and they're preparing to bring a piece of news to you. It's not just any news. It's the kind that opens 10 doors with one key. And it wouldn't have happened without what you did last. Yes, your last action. The choice you made recently was powerful in the spiritual realm. Even if no one clapped for you. Even if they mocked it. Heaven took notice. And now it's moving. Don't worry if the shift feels too big. Don't get scared when the blessings begin to arrive faster than you imagined. You've been made ready in fire. You are not who you used to be. Your past was preparation, not punishment. The pain was the molding. The delays were divine. And now that the time is here, everything you thought you lost is about to return, evolved, enlarged, and elevated. Even your name is gaining weight. Where once they whispered about you with mockery, now they speak with respect. The ones who tried to erase your presence are now rewriting their stories to include you. But this time, you don't need their permission. You don't need their validation. You've outgrown their circle. What's coming is not just good news. It's a new level, a different frequency, a spiritual contract sealed by the divine. Your light will not be hidden anymore. It's too strong now. You've walked through too much to dim yourself for others. You're no longer adjusting to fit their comfort. They will have to adjust to your rise. Today, a door is opening in a realm you cannot see. You may feel restless, excited, emotional, or even nervous. That's your soul reacting to a breakthrough being finalized on your behalf. There is a table being set, and your seat is not only reserved, it's already engraved with your name. But the ones who once ignored you are being made to watch your elevation. They'll witness it. They won't understand why it's happening to you so fast. They won't know the pain you went through in silence. But Archangel Michael knows. And today, the heavens say, the silence is over, and the reward is now. You are going to notice an unusual calm before this blessing arrives. Things will begin to feel softer. People may suddenly go quiet. You might lose interest in old battles. It's because your soul is entering preparation mode. Archangel Michael says, when this good news arrives, don't shrink. Don't act surprised that the universe chose you. Don't question your worth. This was not a lucky accident. This was an earned divine appointment. A moment is bigger than you think. It won't just impact you. It will create ripples that bless others. Your story is becoming someone else's survival guide. Your victory is becoming someone else's hope. Everything is shifting now: finances, relationships, location, energy. You'll feel pushed to clean, to move, to forgive, to reset. These are not coincidences. These are divine signals to get ready. Do not worry if it feels like you're alone in this. You're being separated for elevation. You're not being rejected, you're being refined. That heartbreak that almost broke you, it birthed strength. That disappointment that paralyzed you, it redefined your vision. That betrayal you still can't speak of, it unlocked spiritual protection that now follows you everywhere. A good news that is coming. It's going to reverse the humiliation. It will silence the gossip. It will shake the ones who thought you were done. It will elevate your name in places you've never even been. And it will all connect to what you just did recently: the brave step, the quiet exit, the honest confession, the final release. That was the last straw in the spiritual realm, and now the dam is about to break open with blessings. Archangel Michael says, someone is preparing to say your name with reverence. Someone is realizing what you meant all along. Someone who once dismissed you is now praying for one more chance to make it right. You may feel conflicted when they return, but you won't be the same. You're not bitter, you're blessed. You're not waiting, you're walking. And the power you hold now is far beyond what they once knew. The doors that open next won't require you to beg, chase, or compromise. They will open simply because you belong there. You are now vibrating at a frequency that unlocks new realms without force. And the ones who try to re-enter with the same old patterns, they will feel the shift. You will not need to explain yourself. Your peace, your glow, your elevation will explain everything. You were hidden for a season, not because you were forgotten, but because you were predicted. The delay was divine. And now that it's time, even the speed at which things will happen will shock you. This is not a time to go quiet. This is your trumpet moment. Your soul has waited too long in silence. And now the heavens are calling you to rise, to speak, to walk into the promise fully. Archangel Michael says again, you are not late. You are right on time. Everything that happened was preparation. Even the loss, even the betrayal, even the confusion. Because had you received this blessing earlier, you might have shared it with the wrong people. Now your circle is cleaner, your heart is clear, and your focus is laser sharp. You are unstoppable now, and heaven has approved the release. Archangel Michael says, be still for a moment, because what's arriving in your life is too powerful to miss. The blessing is not just coming, it's already been released. Now the world around you is just catching up to what has already been declared over you. That strange feeling you've had lately, that quiet knowing something big is about to shift, that sudden emotional wave that came over you without warning, that wasn't your imagination, that was a spiritual signal. Your name was whispered in a divine meeting. A room in the unseen world held a conversation about you, about your heart, about your endurance, about your loyalty when no one clapped for you. And the verdict was, they are ready now. The breakthrough has your fingerprints all over it. No one else can claim it. No one else can interfere. This one isn't being delayed. This time, no demons can attach themselves to what's being released. What's yours is now being rerouted back to you. That energy that was once stolen is being returned with triple force. That opportunity that slipped through your fingers is returning in a form that won't require you to beg or break. You must prepare your space. A new chapter is arriving. That means clearing out the old, the expired, the distractions. You don't have room for dead weight anymore, emotionally, spiritually, or physically. This new chapter is going to align you with people who carry pure energy. People who don't question your light but protect it. People who don't mock your faith but fan its flame. You'll be surprised how quickly people start to exit your life. But don't chase after them. They're not meant for where you're going. When heaven elevates you, it also does spring cleaning. Let the release happen. The good news is going to come wrapped in something you don't expect. It might not come with a trumpet. It might not arrive with a celebration. But when you see it, when you feel it, you will know without a doubt. This is what I've been waiting for. It might be a message that lands at the perfect moment. A job you didn't apply for. A person you written off who returns changed. Or even a complete stranger who carries the opportunity that shifts your entire direction. Be open. Don't limit what form it arrives in. The universe is creative, and heaven uses vessels you least expect. This blessing is not small. It is disruptive in the best way. It will change your finances. It will restore your energy. It will expose those who were hiding. And it will confirm that your silence wasn't weakness. It was divine strategy. The ones who laughed at you will go quiet. The ones who left you will want to return. But this time, you have the choice. The power has shifted. You're not chasing anything anymore. You are now in a season of attracting what belongs to you. Archangel Michael says, your name is being spoken with favor. Behind closed doors, people are realizing your value. They are seeing what they missed. And the energy they once took for granted is now their deepest regret. You will begin to notice synchronicities. Numbers. Names. Dreams. Unexpected memories resurfacing. These are not random. These are clues that the heavens are aligning you with something exact. The good news is not just about material gain, though that will come too. It's about alignment, purpose, legacy. Finally, being where your soul feels at home. That's the true blessing. You were hidden for a season because your spirit was too precious for premature exposure. But now, your anointing is undeniable. Your power can no longer be muted. You stepped into your spiritual authority. There will be conversations where your name will appear, and doors will open without you being in the room. People who once ignored your messages will now reach out with offers. And you'll get to choose what aligns. That's the real blessing, the freedom to choose. No more betting. No more hoping to be seen. No more trying to prove your worth. You are walking evidence of divine favor. And this shift began all because of one thing, your last action. That bold, quiet, sacred decision you made not long ago. Heaven watch. And because of it, the dam broke. The release began. The answer was sent. You're not imagining the signs. They are real. The tension you feel in your chest when you sense someone's lying, that's your gift increasing. The chills you feel when you hear certain phrases, that's spiritual confirmation. The pressure you feel before big news, that's your spirit catching vibrations in advance. You're more in tune than ever. That's why some people seem irritated around you. Your light reveals what they try to hide. But don't dim. Shine louder. Because this next blessing will require your full self to stand in it without shame. Archangel Michael says, stop apologizing for how powerful you are. You paid a high price for that strength. You cried silent tears no one knew about. You stood firm when your heart begged you to collapse. And now comes the reward. Not in fragments. Not in partial. But in full. You're going to hear something that changes the way you see your entire past. A vision. A piece of information. A truth that was hidden. And it will bring you peace, not pain. Because this time, you won't hear it from a place of brokenness. You'll hear it from a place of strength. You'll hear it while you're rising. And it won't shake you, it will free you. You may even discover someone you thought was an enemy was actually praying for you behind the scenes. Or that a betrayal you endured saved you from disaster. The blessing is already unfolding in places you cannot see yet. And just like the stars still shine in the day, you may not see it now, but it's there. It's already shining for you. This moment is for you. Not for your ex. Not for your enemies. Not for the doubters. For you. The one who kept going, even when no one understood why. The one who still believed in miracles when life gave every reason not to. The one who said, maybe tomorrow, even on the darkest nights. And now, the tomorrow you believed in has arrived. All because of that last brave act. That final stand. A decision to trust. To surrender. You passed the test. And now the reward begins. Archangel Michael says, this shift is irreversible. Once it begins, nothing will be able to stop it. Not the ones who once blocked you. Not the ones who doubted you. Not even the old version of yourself that lived in fear and hesitation. The decision you made recently, yes, that last act, even if no one else saw it, broke a generational chain. You shattered something that had bound your bloodline for years. You may not have understood the full magnitude of what you did, but heaven did. When you said no to the toxic pattern, when you finally walked away from that one-sided connection, when you forgave what seemed unforgivable, when you applied for something you didn't feel good enough for, you unknowingly triggered a divine release. The angels had been watching and waiting for that one sign that you were ready for more. And now that it's here, the floodgates are opening. Don't panic when people start leaving. Some of them were never aligned with your next level anyway. Don't grieve what is being taken away. You asked for elevation, and it comes with subtraction before multiplication. Be aware, your dreams will become more vivid now. You may start waking up at strange hours. You'll see signs everywhere, repeated numbers, recurring names, flashes of intuition, psalms that strike your soul. These are spiritual confirmations that the portal had been opened. Archangel Michael says, you will be moved to speak less, observe more. That's not isolation. That's preparation. When the good news fully arrives, you'll need your energy intact. You'll need to be alert. And you'll need to choose wisely. Because this next season doesn't just give you options, it gives you authority. You will not be begging anymore. You will not be questioning your worth. The days of explaining yourself to people who were committed to misunderstanding you are over. The spotlight is finding you now, and this time, you're ready to stand in it. People you haven't spoken to in months or years may suddenly reach out. Some will feel drawn to your glow. Others will be confused by your growth. Some will want to come back, but with the same energy that once drained you. Be gentle but discerning. You've come too far to repeat old lessons. You've been through too much to let history circle back just because it knows your name. Remember, not every hand that reaches out is meant to hold you. The good news coming your way won't just change your life. It will expose everyone who was never for you. Some people will pretend they've always supported you. Let them talk. You don't need to correct the narrative anymore. You are no longer defending your past. You are building your future. This breakthrough is so personal, so tailored, so sacred. It will heal wounds you forgot you had. It will unlock a part of you that's been sleeping. It will remind you of who you were before life tried to break you. You'll look in the mirror and not recognize yourself, not because you've changed, but because you've returned to who you were always meant to be. And when you receive that phone call, or open that message, or step into that room and feel the energy shift, you'll know, this is what I was waiting for. This is the moment heaven whispered about. There will be people who are confused by how you got here. Let them be confused. They didn't see the silent tears. They didn't hear the prayers. They didn't feel the nights you barely made it through. But Archangel Michael did. That's why this good news isn't just compensation. It's justice. It's restoration. It's divine rebalancing. Every no was storing up a bigger yes. Every betrayal was securing your protection. Every loss was positioning your gain. You've walked through fire, and you don't even smell like smoke. That's the level of covering over your life. That's the anointing that makes no sense to the world, but perfect sense to the heavens. This blessing is not a coincidence. It's not luck. It's divine timing connected directly to your obedience. Some of you are about to receive back pay, not just in money, but in time, peace, and love. You're about to be loved correctly, seen clearly, paid fairly, understood deeply. The years where you were overlooked, they were not wasted. They were investment years. And the interest has matured. Get ready for people to tell you things like, I don't know why I felt led to bless you. I had a dream about you last night. Something told me to reach out to you. I found your name on this list and thought of you. These are not random. These are divine cues. The universe is aligning your name with access, authority, and abundance. Archangel Michael says, even your enemies will have to say congratulations soon. They won't like it, but they'll have no choice but to acknowledge it. You did what they couldn't do. You didn't give up. Someone who once had the chance to choose you and didn't is now realizing what they lost. But you're not bitter, you're better. You've already healed from that version of them. And this time, you choose you. Let the celebration be quiet if needed. Let the blessing arrive without noise. But when it arrives, receive it with open hands and a full heart. You are worthy of everything that's coming. It's not too late. You're not too behind. You haven't missed your moment. You were being hidden for this exact unveiling. You were not skipped. You were being protected. You were not forgotten. You were being fortified. You were not delayed. You were being developed. And now, the gates are open. You are going to be in the right place at the right time. You're going to hear the right message. Meet the right person. Be seen by the right eyes. Speak the right words. Feel the right energy. And when it happens, you won't have to ask, is this it? Because your soul will scream, yes, this is it. All because of your last act. A brave, beautiful, bold decision. It caused a divine ripple. And today, 9th August, that ripple has become a wave. Archangel Michael says, listen closely now, for what I say next is not just a message, it's a confirmation. You walked the valley. You've endured the silence. You faced every storm. And yet you are still here, stronger, softer, wiser. Today marks the spiritual timestamp where everything begins to change. Not tomorrow. Not next week. But now. You've unknowingly crossed a threshold. This is the moment where the pain loses its power, and the past loses its grip. What once haunted you will now honor you. The very doors that were slammed in your face are now creaking open, slowly but surely, unable to deny what is yours. The sound you're about to hear is the sound of fulfillment. It may come from a ringtone, your phone buzzing with a name you thought you'd never see again, but this time with new energy, new truth, and a proposal that changes everything. It may come through your inbox, a message confirming that something you applied for months ago has finally been approved, and they are eager to bring you on board. It may come from your own intuition, a surge of undeniable knowing in your chest that you've outgrown your environment, and it's time to move into expansion. Whatever form it takes, you will feel it. You will know it. You will rise with it. This isn't temporary good news. This is life-altering, timeline-shifting, and soul-level correcting energy. You may cry. You may laugh. You may sit in stillness, just letting the magnitude wash over you. Let it. That release is sacred. That release is holy. because what's happening now is the full manifestation of everything that has ever tried to break you, turning into the very foundation of your blessing. Archangel Michael says, "The heavens are rejoicing for you today." You may not hear the sound of wings flapping or harps playing, but the vibration of celebration has already begun. Your name has been lifted into light. Every almost, every not yet, every we regret to inform you, erased. Heaven doesn't regret choosing you. Heaven remembers how you didn't fold. That's why the reward is not small. It can't be. What's coming will restore years. Not days. Not weeks. Years. Years of being overlooked. Years of being underpaid. Years of being misunderstood. Years of pouring into others without a drop left for yourself. Years of silently carrying others while no one noticed your own collapse. Now it's your time. Not in ego. Not in revenge. But in truth. You will not need to justify your rise. You will not need to prove your worth. You will not need to fight for what is yours. It will find you. Archangel Michael says, you are walking into a season where your very existence is a blessing to others. They will feel peace in your presence. They will feel hope in your words. They will feel healing in your silence. That's how elevated your frequency is becoming. This is more than just financial restoration, although that is part of it. This is a soul-level alignment with purpose, people, places, and power. There will be invitations to speak, to lead, to teach, to partner, to travel, to step into places you once dreamed about and now will walk in with ease. You are entering a season of divine access, and the ones who turned their backs, they'll have to watch. Not because you're vengeful, but because heaven loves poetic justice. The ones who laughed will be silenced by your glow. The ones who left will be humbled by your rise. The ones who lied will be drowned out by the sound of your truth. You will even have to speak. Your presence will do the talking. They'll look and say, "How did they make it out?" And the heavens will whisper, "Because I carried them." You are not lucky. You are covered. You are not chosen because you are perfect. You are chosen because you said yes when no one else would. This is the moment where your life is rewritten. From delay to divine. From pain to power. From almost to rhyme. From broken to blessed. From overlooked to ordained. You will wake up one day soon and realize the good news didn't just arrive. You became the good news. To someone who needs a sign. To a family who needs hope. To a generation who needs healing. To a legacy that needs revival. Archangel Michael says, you have no idea how many lives will shift because you didn't give up. And now, here you are, on the 9th of August, reading this not by accident, but by divine instruction. Something deep inside of you has already started vibrating. Something in your bones knows that this is real. This is now. That last decision you made was your final test. And you passed. And now you are about to be blessed, recognized, and uplifted in ways that will leave you speechless. You did not stumble here. You were led here. This message was created in advance of your victory. It was designed to catch you at the edge of breakthrough. And it has found you. To breathe deeply and hold this truth close. You are chosen. You are powerful. You are ready. You are no longer waiting, you are receiving. And with that, Archangel Michael sends this final word: stand tall. For heaven has already spoken. What is yours is no longer on the way. It is here. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, this message will not expire when you finish reading. It is not bound to the limits of this moment. It will echo in your spirit. It will return in waves of clarity. It will awaken something in you that refuses to settle ever again. Even days from now, you will hear words from someone and suddenly remember this message. You will walk into a room and feel this energy again. You will dream tonight, and symbols will emerge that connect back to this very confirmation. Because when heaven speaks, the earth listens. This is a just motivation. It's not just beautiful language. It's not performance. It is prophetic instruction. You must now begin to behave like someone who is about to receive everything they once prayed for. Walk differently. Think differently. Speak with assurance. Move with quiet fire. You are not arriving at your blessing. Your blessing is arriving at you. The next person who enters your life will not drain you. They will water you. The next opportunity will not break you. It will build you. The next space you enter will not question your presence. It will require it. All because of that final decision you made. The one no one clapped for. The one you questioned. The one that kept you up at night. The one that made you cry. That was a key that opened the divine vault. And now the release is irreversible. It will start quietly. A sudden deposit. An unexpected message. A cancellation that turns into redirection. A yes from a gatekeeper you didn't even know existed. A public win after so many silent losses. And before you know it, your entire life will have pivoted. There will be no announcement, only alignment. No fireworks, only fulfillment. No need to shout. Your results will whisper louder than any noise they ever made about you. Archangel Michael says, the waiting season refined you. The wilderness tested you. The silence protected you. The suffering shaped you. And now the release will crown you. You will look back and weep. But not from pain, from awe, from reverence. From deep recognition that somehow, against all odds, you made it. Your name will be on papers. Your voice will be heard in places you only dreamed of. Your presence will shift atmospheres, and your spirit will carry the quiet glory of someone who rose from nothing. No one will understand how, but they will feel it. The glow on your skin. The authority in your walk, the grace in your words, the peace in your eyes. It will all speak without explanation. You're going to inspire those who lost hope. You're going to awaken those who are still in their winter. You're going to lead without trying. You're going to rise without force. All because of what you chose not to do when you were hurting. You didn't take revenge. You didn't become what they were. You didn't throw your crown away. And now, heaven has rewarded your restraint with a blessing so loud. Even the silent years will feel like a whisper in comparison. Archangel Michael says, this message will return to you the moment before the miracle lands, as confirmation. So save this message. Revisit it. Bookmark it in your soul. Let it be the song your spirit hums when the days ahead begin to bloom. Because what happens next is not luck, is not hype, is not temporary. It is divine orchestration, in motion, on purpose, for you. Your last decision activated your next dimension, and it is unstoppable. Archangel Michael says, the overflow is not a myth. It is not symbolic. It is real. And you, beloved soul, have entered the phase where the cup no longer fills slowly. It spills over, running across everything connected to you. You are not just being blessed for yourself. You are being blessed for those around you, even those yet to come. Generations after you will drink from the wells that are being dug now in the silence of your obedience. Every step you take from this point forward leaves a divine footprint. You're not just walking into rooms. You're shifting atmospheres when you arrive. You're not just having conversations. Your words are seeds of spiritual awakening. You shifted dimensions. And even though you may not see everything yet, your frequency has already changed. You'll notice it in the way you no longer tolerate certain energies. You'll feel it in how peace becomes non-negotiable. You'll sense it when fake offers begin to repel from you, as if the universe is finally blocking anything that's beneath your calling. And that's exactly what it's doing. You're not the same person anymore. And because of that, the rules that once applied to you no longer do. The struggle that once chased you can't find you now. The pattern that once trapped you has no permission to repeat. The spiritual warfare you once fought has already been defeated behind the veil. And that's why this breakthrough, this good news, is different than the rest. You won't have to worry if it's real. You won't have to cling to it in desperation. This time, the blessing will be stable, secure, and sealed. It won't feel like a high that disappears. It won't slip through your fingers like it used to. You are now spiritually aligned to maintain what is given to you, not just receive it. You've built the inner foundation. That's why this isn't just your moment. It's your new default. Your new reality. Your new frequency. And this time, you won't be surprised by the win. You'll feel like you belong inside it. The you that begged. God. The you that broke. Yield. The you that doubted. You're placed with certainty. What's left now is a version of you that the past cannot penetrate, and the future cannot ignore. Archangel Michael says, this is the divine compensation phase, and it includes every area you once surrendered. Where you were rejected, favor will rise. Where you were wronged, restoration will roar. Where you were lied about, truth will thunder. Where you were silenced, your name will echo in rooms of influence. And all of it will arrive as if overnight. You'll check your phone and see a message that stops your breath. You will receive a document that validates your vision. You'll wake up with a strange feeling, and by evening, the confirmation will land in your lap. The speed will feel supernatural. And that's because it is. You are not forgotten. You are being reserved. Held for this time. And now that the timing is right, no power can stop what's unfolding. You are about to witness the prophecy unfold before your eyes. And others, they'll feel it too. Some will draw near to you because your light calms their storm. Others will fall back because your glow threatens their shadows. Let them come. Let them go. You're not moved anymore, because you are rooted. You've cried enough. You fought enough. You've proven yourself enough. And now, it's time to receive without guilt. The house. The healing. The invitation. The check. The call. The open door. It's all connected to the decision you made, the one that turned the tides in the unseen realm. And now it's showing up, here, in the visible. Archangel Michael says, stop doubting if this message is for you. You wouldn't have been guided here unless heaven was certain your soul was ready to hold it. This is not a coincidence. You didn't just happen to see this. You were summoned here. Spiritually tagged. Emotionally aligned. Magnetically drawn. Because your next level couldn't afford to let you miss this confirmation. Your destiny hath been patient long enough. Now it's knocking. Will you open? Archangel Michael says, you are now walking in a realm that requires a new kind of strength. Not the kind that comes from survival, but the kind that comes from stability. You no longer need to fight for your space. That fight is over. What you're walking into now is a life that flows, a divine rhythm where ease does not mean laziness, it means alignment. Everything that used to feel heavy is lifting. The pressure that used to crush your chest at night is evaporating. The mental fog is clearing. The burdens you carried that weren't even yours, being cut off now, one by one. And now, something remarkable is happening. You're beginning to remember who you were before the world tried to confuse you. There was a version of you that existed before heartbreak, before betrayal, before the gaslighting, before the poverty, before the silence, before the wounds. That version is returning, but stronger, wiser, covered in spiritual armor. You're not going backward. You're reclaiming your core. You see, the good news that's coming isn't just a thing. It's a revelation, a remembrance of your own divinity, a validation that you are more than what was done to you. Archangel Michael says, the world didn't see the real you. It saw the version buried under survival. But now, the real you is stepping out of the ashes with wings. And those wings, they were never broken. They were just tucked in while you healed. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your glow-up. You don't need to warn people about your rise. You don't have to apologize for being chosen. This time, your rise will be silent but impossible to ignore. Your posture is changing. Your thoughts are different. Your discernment is sharper. Your peace is louder. Your glow is uncontainable. This is what happens when heaven breathes on you after you've endured hell and didn't quit. They didn't think you'd last this long. What you did. They didn't think you'd recover from what they did. What you did. They thought the delay would discourage you. But it sharpened you. And now, you've become the very thing they prayed you'd never be, powerful without needing them. It's why the blessing that's arriving now is personal. It's tailored. It has your name etched into it, and not a single soul can take it from you. The abundance that's coming will cover every unpaid emotion, every lonely night, every unspoken breakdown, every closed door, every moment where you chose silence instead of revenge. Your next season is already speaking for you. They'll say you look different. You'll respond with a smile, knowing that's the glow of freedom, peace, and purpose. Archangel Michael says, don't shrink. You were born for this light, and this light will never flicker again. You're going to stand in places your younger self only dreamed of. You'll sign your name to papers that once felt out of reach. You'll be applauded for the very things you were once mocked for. And you won't even need to explain how you made it through. Your energy will tell the story. People will wonder why everything seems to work for you now. They'll ask how you got so lucky. They won't understand that this is not luck. It's legacy. You sowed seeds when no one else was watching. You held your faith when the odds were stacked against you. And now, your harvest has no choice but to arrive. And when it does, it will come alone. It will come with restoration. It will come with reconnection. It will come with respect. It will come with financial elevation. It will come with divine rest. It will come with a version of love you never thought possible. Because you didn't settle. You didn't self-destruct. You didn't stay bitter. You rose. And because of that, Archangel Michael says, heaven now exalts you.